vindictive. I must have thought about leaving him 1,000 times, but in the end, we just decided to lead separate lives. I don't think I ever loved him. And now that makes me feel guilty.
It's okay. It's okay.
Weren't you at the club last night with John Wilde?
Yeah.
Is John in?
Yeah, but he's with Mrs. Wilde. I think things are a little tense.
Right. Thanks. I'll catch up with him later.
Thank you. You said you knew about loss. Was it someone close to you?
It's my twin brother.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay, it's okay. We were in Uganda. Our parents had left us some money to travel around the world, but we decided to spend it building a hospital in a little African village. It took about a year to build it. And the very day it was completed, the Civil War broke out. And the German doctor we'd employed just sort of picked up and left. No, I don't blame him. But I mean, we couldn't just abandon the place. We had no medical training, but in a year, you'd pick up a lot. For about 3 weeks, we sort of muddled through. And then we had a real emergency. Yeah. Little boy's appendix burst in the middle of the night. We had no choice. We had to operate there and then by torchlight. And it was during the operation that Idi Amin's troops attacked the village. My brother was shot. Twice. In the chest. I'm not sure I could have done anything for him, but he would not let me help him. Don't let the boy die, he said. Don't you let that little boy die. By the time I'd finished the operation, my brother was dead, and the hospital we'd built had been burnt to the ground.
Oh, my God.
That little boy grew up to be Uganda's Minister for Health. I think my brother would have liked that.
That is the most terrible, wonderful story I've ever heard.
I've never told it to anyone before.
Perhaps there is something about the pain of loss that connects people at the deepest level. Does that sound silly?
Not at all. Of course, the real tragedy in my family was my younger sister.
Remember that bloke whose wife...
John Wayne Bobbitt.
What was his claim to fame?
Temporary lack of a penis.
Yet he's making millions on American talk shows. Now, the astronauts, and in particular the ones who supposedly landed on the moon, whatever happened to them?
I've no idea.
Precisely. They vanished into obscurity. It makes no sense unless...
Mr. McCrane. Yeah, thanks for getting back to us. Remember John Wilde? Yeah. The police never found the body, right? Well, we have. It's alive and well and walking around London. We spotted him in the club. Well, it wasn't that simple. He's had extensive plastic surgery. He's also been living out of the country. We reckon he faked his own death to avoid having to pay you back. Yeah, we wondered about that too. But his wife's picking up a very large insurance check. He's here because he doesn't trust her. He's flying back tomorrow.
I don't know whether I'm crying about your sister and those nuns or about my husband.
There.
Thank you.
Feeling better?
Oh, I'm glad I was finally able to do that. I feel I can put this terrible thing behind me at last. many ghosts here. Can we get out of this place?
Sure, come on. Well, here we are. It's a bit small. Yeah, but the £600 a week rent money I saved by living here pays for 2 of my orphanages in Romania. I don't really need any more than this. I know what you're thinking, that this is all about money. £2 million worth, to be precise. No, but the truth is, I really liked her. She brought out the best in me. And by the morning, I started to believe I was in love. In fact, I was in serious trouble. It all started that same day, just after lunch. Sorry I'm late, Diana. I just had another bloody heart attack.
Oh, my God.
I'll be okay. Hi. What's the matter?
Oh, Louis, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm in terrible trouble. He's alive.
Who?
My husband.
I don't understand.
2 nights ago, he was seen at the place.
No, that's a mistake. I mean, that must be a mistake.
Apparently, he's had plastic surgery, but it's not fooling anyone.
Why, who would he be trying to fool?
Peter McCrane.
Who?
John borrowed close to £3 million from him a week before he died. I heard all this from someone who works for Peter. Apparently, McCrane suspected that John had faked his own death to avoid paying back the money, and now he's certain. If he isn't dead, I won't get the £2 million life insurance policy. And the rest of the money. Peter McCrane is going to hunt him down and torture it out of him. I finally had my own life back, and now this. How could he have done that to me? What am I going to do?
No matter what happens, I won't let you down. We're in this together. And I think I know a way to make sure he's never seen again.
My God, Louis. You're not suggesting... Oh, maybe it is the only way. Oh, could we really go through with it? Are we brave enough?
For what?
Oh, Louis, when shall we do it?
Do what?
Kill him. You're right. It's the only way. It's not even a crime. I mean, he's dead already. We have to get to him before Peter McCrane does. It has to be tonight. Oh, Louis, hold me. After this, we can be together forever.
There didn't seem to be a problem. I was the one they thought was wild, and I wasn't going to kill myself, so I thought I was safe. So, I agreed to meet her later that afternoon, outside the apartment. But I didn't realize quite how much interest there was in the residence of the late Mr. John Wilde.